Okay, let's start. Here are my 4 firearms and the basic functionality. As you can see, they're all completely empty for those safety Nazis out there. This right here is a Burst of Thunder 9 Pro, full capacity, 17 round magazine, plus 1 in the chamber. This, safety and decocker. See? Safety. Now, the chamber is also empty. Here's how it's a safety and decocker. Now, you can fire, but you put the safety on, it also decocks the handgun. Now, for proof that it's completely empty, see? Nothing down there. Safety on. Now to drop the slide off. And the basic functionality is you got the hammer, which then hits there. If I can get that just right. I'm staring at a tablet while I'm staring at a camera here. Which sends the firing pin into the primer, bullet explodes, all that fun stuff. Recoil spring, plus the barrel. Get that back on there. What am I missing? Try this again. Slide in there, right? There we go. And then it goes back on there. There we go. Go back enough. Switch goes on. There. Back into place. Now, when a hammer fire gun is empty, it will click like you see in the movies. But there's one thing they forgot to mention. When the slide locks back when it's empty, which is how it's supposed to be, that's all the click you'll get, not the crap you see in the movies. Slide down, and safety back on. Now, the interesting part is how a Glock functions that way. Now, the trigger is engaged, which means at one point the slide was pulled back because I had to empty the chamber. Again, it's empty for the safety Nazis. I have to, of course, pull the trigger to pull the slide off. And slide is coming off. Right there. Here's how a striker fire gun works. See the little plunger there? The little thing there before my fingers? And then this, which is the firing pin, part of it. Now, on this, the firing pin cannot touch the bullet, which goes in there, but it cannot reach out far enough to touch the bullet because of the plunger right there. Now, if you push that plunger down, it can go further in. Now it's sticking out a little bit. Let's see if you can actually see that. Here, I'll pull it back to see if it actually shows that. See? Disappeared. Now, here's how that system works. Now, I'm going to push this forward, which engages the trigger. Now, when you're slowly pulling the trigger, this piece right here pushes up against that plunger. At the same time, this piece gets slowly pushed back right here. As it gets pushed back, this part keeps the plunger down. As this goes back, it slowly pushes the firing pin back. And then when it lets it go, that's when it fires. And if this was down, the firing pin would come out a little bit, striking, well, you get the idea. I'm going to put this back together off camera. Sorry, nothing to do about those dogs in the background. Put this all back together now. Any other questions on the striker fire system, just let me know. There really isn't much to it. Also, again, with the Glock, which this is, striker fire system. This is the Glock 23. Also, again, When the slide is back, it cannot keep clicking. When the slide goes forward, it engages the trigger. It'll click one time unless it's fired. Each time the slide goes back, that's when it engages the trigger. Now, I would show you how this one operates, but it's the same principle as this one right here. This is a Glock 19, belongs to my brother, but it's the same principle on how it operates. Now, this one, a Bersa Thunder 380. There's actually one that's actually called a compact one, and this one is not that one, even though it is pretty compact. This one actually has it built into the grip, so you can see it, which can be turned off. Luckily the cats didn't see that. And just like the other one, it also has a safety / decocker. And again, yes, I forget. This one will not do the continuously go back and click thing unless there's a magazine in it because of a safety feature. There's a button down here that the magazine actually has to hit when pushed in all the way for it to continuously do this. Without that, it just does that. Now the decocker feature prevents you, the safety and decocker feature prevents you from pulling the hammer back. Again, another hammer-fired feature, or hammer-fired gun. Now, if you're seriously into safety features, because maybe it's your first gun, there is also a key that goes in that spot. There's an S and there's an F on there. S for safe, F for fire. If you ever set to safe, nothing you do to this gun will fire in that mode. Wouldn't matter if the safety is off or not. And this one, again, let's take this one down, which is kind of made for right-handed bastards. You drop that down, little switch there, push this all the way back, and you lift. Now, here's the recoil spring. The barrel itself does not come out. It is a fixed barrel. I mean, I'm sure you could get it off if you have the right tools, but I'm not going to. Again, hammer fire system, which strikes again. Barely see that dark. Not sure if you can see this. Strikes again, which firing pin again is the primer, and there goes the boom again. Now the fun part is putting this back together. You have to hold down the switch, line everything up just fine, all the way back, and there. It's back together again. See? All normal. See? Safety on again. Like I said, there's no point in showing exactly how these two fire because they fire the exact same way. This is actually my favorite firearm because, well, I'm left-handed and all the switches are on, well, left side. That actually kind of works out. So that's nice. Well, technically no, because I guess unless you want to drop it, the slide left-handed, right now it's just as easy to push down, slide off, and then slide back into place. And that's on hammer fire, and these two are striker fire. Now, if you got any other questions or I didn't clear something up, or I spoke too fast, which I do have a bad habit of doing, hopefully this thing's not catching my AC, and hopefully the audio is synced up this time because I'm going to need the video. Anyways, again, you know my situation is a GoFundMe link in the description, or you can become a patron like 4 others have. I do appreciate my patrons. So don't forget about that, and I guess have a nice day. Just cleaned my system so I was able to make this recording. Anyways, that's about it. Hopefully I did not forget too much. And if I did, feel free to ask. Anyways, you guys have a nice day.
Miss Osa Bear, Tatiana, Karen.
You cannot invade the mainland United States. There would be a rifle behind every blade of grass. Isoroku Yamamoto.
Now, you've just watched another video by Running Guns News. If you liked the video, hit like. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you actually enjoy my content, you can support me or my channel financially if you choose by PayPal, Patreon. BitChute now has an option to do monthly or one-time payments, which no matter what you pick, it's still taken out at the beginning of every month, just so you know. And you can catch my videos on other platforms, which will also be linked below. So until then, have a nice day.